What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am back for my No Mercy 2017 predictions. Now, of course, No Mercy is the next Raw pay-per-view after the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, and it is this Sunday, live on the WWE Network from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Now, of course, we got 6 confirmed matches and 4 WWE titles on the line, so I could not wait to do these predictions, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, of course, our record coming into No Mercy after our last WWE pay-per-view, which was, of course, SummerSlam, we went 6-8. So our overall record coming into this card is 48, 35-1. So SummerSlam was not our best pay-per-view. I will absolutely admit that, because we were in the bottom of the hole before the show even started. So again, we're on a 2 pay-per-view losing streak, so we're looking to get back on track on this card, and hopefully we will do it. Now, of course, before I begin, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all the videos up until this point, of course, in the month of September, and making September a huge month on the channel. So again, thank you guys so very much for continuing to make September a great month. Now, of course, this is the second of 5, yes, 5 videos that will be up on the channel today. Of course, I already have my New Japan Pro Wrestling Destruction in Kobe 2017 predictions already up. And then, of course, later today I'll have my Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor 2017 predictions up as well. As always, my Week 4 college football predictions, and the end of the night I'll have my Week 3 NFL predictions. So remember, 5 videos will be up on the channel today. So hopefully you guys will watch all 5 of the videos. Now, of course, we're at 170 plus subscribers strong, so I do want to thank you guys so very much for making this channel grow. Of course, it's all thanks to you and your support. Of course, to new subscribers, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. And of course, welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. It is absolutely great to have you. And of course, to my longtime subscribers, thank you guys for sticking around. And as always, killing it. Now, of course, if this is your first time watching my channel as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked a good one if you're a WWE fan. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm, of course, JT Dangerously, and welcome to the club, because this club is just... whoop! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into this No Mercy card. Of course, if they do add any other matches, I'll have them in the comment section below so you guys know. So let's start off with the first matchup. It is for the Raw Cruiserweight Championship. Of course, on one side you have the #1 contender for the Raw Cruiserweight Champion. Of course, he's making his 205 Live pay-per-view debut, and of course, he's looking to win his first major title in the WWE. Of course, it's the ever-talkative Enzo Amore versus, of course, the reigning and defending Raw Cruiserweight Champion. Of course, he is the king of the Cruiserweights, Neville. Now, of course, Enzo Amore won a fatal 5-way match on 205 Live a few weeks ago to become the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship by defeating Cedric Alexander, Grand Metalik, Tony Nese, and D. Brian Kedrick. Now, of course, this is Enzo Amore's first championship opportunity, and it's for the Cruiserweight title. But, of course, this whole thing... him getting moved to 205 Live was the result of what happened the night after SummerSlam in a Brooklyn street fight where, of course, Big Cass tore his ACL in the match against Enzo Amore, and now Big Cass is out for 9 months. So I thought, so WWE must have thought, you know what, we don't have anything else to do with Enzo Amore, so we'll just move him down to the Cruiserweight division, and that's what they did. Now, with Enzo Amore, you already know what I think about him. He's just nothing but a talkative, no-talent hack who's got backstage heat from both sides, and he's just in the middle, just getting bombarded with them. So, again, with Enzo Amore, just, doing all that stuff and talking, doing the whole a couple haters and, doing all his little shtick because he barks. That's what Enzo Amore does. And coming from me, I don't know why they're even giving him a shot at the Cruiserweight title, because they got so many other talents in 205 Live, like Cedric Alexander, who I think should be the next in line, because Enzo Amore has no business in this Cruiserweight title matchup, because he's won a few matches, and he's won a few matches in the #1 contenders match, and he's getting a shot. It's like odd as hell. And then on the other side, you have Neville, who, of course, regained his Cruiserweight title at the SummerSlam pre-show by defeating Akira Tozawa. So Neville's coming in with a ton of confidence. Of course, when he a few weeks ago, Enzo Amore comes up to him, and then he just scoffs at him and just walks away and laughs, because that's what Neville and a lot of people like myself think of Enzo Amore. He's a joke, a clown. He just talks. He's a jester, if you will, and this king, and Neville's the king. And of course, Neville has been dominant. Of course, when it comes to him, it's all about being on his Neville level. And coming from me, Enzo Amore is nowhere near on his level. Hell, no, I don't think anybody's on the Neville level. So coming from me in this first matchup for the Cruiserweight Championship, this could be a pretty solid match. And this is my BAM pick, my by any means pick. I am taking Neville to retain by any means to defeat Enzo Amore and retain his Raw Cruiserweight Championship. And now the next matchup for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Of course, we have the now former Raw Tag Team Champions, the Swiss Superman Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus versus, of course, they are the reigning and defending Raw Tag Team Champions. Of course, the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose and the Architect Seth freaking Rollins. Now, of course, at SummerSlam, Rollins and Ambrose became the brand new Raw Tag Team Champions in a classic tag team title matchup. Of course, Ambrose became the first of the Shield members to win the Grand Slam, which is winning every title. So congratulations to Dean Ambrose. Of course, I was very skeptical. Again, if you saw my SummerSlam predictions, I was very skeptical. There was cracks in that group, but they gelled better than I thought. And them winning the tag team titles is a plus for sure in the tag team division with teams like the Hardys, Gallows and Anderson, of course, the Injured Revival, hashtag fuck the Revival. You got some other good teams in that division. So having Rollins and Ambrose as tag team champions is really good. Now, coming from me, yes, they are a great tag team, but the heel turn coming from Dean Ambrose is going to make them winning the tag team titles, it's going to take a step behind, because as good as they're working as a tag team together, the breakup is going to be even worse. It's going to be up there with like the Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho breakup. It's going to be that huge for the fans to see Ambrose turn on Rollins. So I'm waiting for that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen sooner or later. And then on the other side, you have Sheamus and Cesaro, who are looking to regain the belts. Of course, they're trying to raise the bar for sure in this matchup. Of course, they've both been wrestling each other in like 8-man tag team matches. Of course, singles matches to get momentum. So coming from me in this Raw Tag Team Championship rematch, this is going to be a classic one, maybe as good as SummerSlam was. I'm going to take, man, this one's tough, because I like Rollins and Ambrose, and I like Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm going to take Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to win. I just think I want to see them have a little bit of a lengthy title run as tag team champions. I don't want to see them be a transitional champion and lose it a month later after they won it. I just don't see them losing the belts here. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm taking Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose to defeat Sheamus and Cesaro and retain their Raw Tag Team Championships. And now the next matchup, a singles match that we saw at SummerSlam, and it's a SummerSlam rematch, featuring, of course, the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, versus the leader of Balor Club, Finn Balor. Now, of course, this is the third match between these two, and the series is tied 1-1. Of course, Finn won at SummerSlam, and of course, Bray won the week going into SummerSlam. So this is the rubber match. Now, the gist of this third match is man versus man. Now, when I say that, Bray Wyatt said that I want to see Finn Balor. I don't want to see the Demon, and I don't think Finn Balor, the man, can beat me. Now, that's the gist of this match, and again, this match is just there for the sake of being there. Now, of course, with Bray Wyatt and Superstars in a 3-match series, he does not win 2 out of 3. He usually wins the 1, and then he loses the next 2. So definitely fate is not on his side in this match. And then you have Finn Balor, of course, the former Universal Champion, of course, still has not got his automatic rematch after forfeiting the title last August. So, again, WWE, just give him the title shot. I don't care if it's at Survivor Series or TLC. Give him an opportunity to get back the title he never lost. So, coming from me in this matchup, this one's going to be it's either going to be good, or bad, So, coming from me in this matchup, I am taking Finn Balor to defeat Bray Wyatt. And now the next matchup for the Raw Women's Championship, contested in a fatal 4-way match. Of course, the 3 challengers, of course, are Emma, Nia Jax, the former Raw Women's Champion, the Boss Sasha Banks, and the reigning and defending Raw Women's Champion, Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss. Now, of course, this whole thing started at SummerSlam, where Sasha Banks beats Alexa Bliss to win her another Raw Women's Championship. And then, of course, 2 weeks later on Raw in Memphis, Alexa Bliss regained the belt and defeated Sasha Banks. So Sasha Banks has never successfully defended the Raw Women's title in her career. She's won it 4, she's lost it 4. Then, of course, after the match, Nia Jax came out, celebrated with her best friend Nia Jax, and then Alexa Bliss, and then the light switched on for Nia Jax. She saw an opportunity and she took it. Of course, dropping Alexa down with an electric chair and holding up the belt, showing that I'm the most dominant and I want to be the Raw Women's Champion. Now, they had a tag team match featuring, of course, Nia Jax and Emma versus Alexa Bliss and Sasha. Now, if Nia and Emma won, the singles match between Sasha and Alexa would be a fatal 4-way match. And, of course, Emma got the pin on Sasha, so now Sasha's rematch clause is now a fatal 4-way match, which definitely gives her no advantage. And it doesn't give the champion any advantage either, a 25% chance of winning. Now, of course, if you did not hear, Asuka is coming to Monday Night Raw, and whoever wins this match is going to have to go against the undisputed Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. So whoever wins this match is damn sure going to lose the belt to the undefeated Asuka for sure. And they're saying that she may be back at TLC in October. So look out women's division on Monday Night Raw. Again, I would love to have her on SmackDown, but look out for the women on Monday Night Raw. Now, some of the people I know who won't win this match, I'll start off with the first person. It's Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has been she's finally getting an opportunity for the title again, but the red flag is she can't defend the title successfully. She's lost it more times. She's lost it 4 times? I mean, how the hell can you trust Sasha Banks with a title if she can't even defend it? And that's coming from me. That takes her completely out of this situation. I want her out of the title picture for good, because I don't want to see her win the title and then a week later she loses it. So Sasha Banks won't win this fatal 4-way match. Then the second person I know who won't win this fatal 4-way match is Emma. Now, the only reason Emma's in this match is she's going to be the one that's going to take the L. She's the fall girl in this matchup, because this is her first women's title matchup. But what has she done? She's just complaining about the whole hashtag, give him a chance. But every chance she's just getting squashed or buried. So, coming from me, it's obvious Emma is the next person I know who won't win, and she will also take the L in this match. And then the third woman who I know who won't win this match is Nia Jax. Now, again, Nia Jax, if this was a one-on-one match for the Raw Women's Championship, I would say Nia Jax in a heartbeat. But with a multi-women match, it does not give Nia a lot of chances to win. I mean, yeah, she can win, but it's not one-on-one. It's a fatal 4-way. So, coming from me, Nia Jax will not win this fatal 4-way match. So, you already know the obvious pick here, and I'm taking Alexa Bliss, because if this was a one-on-one match against any of these women, I would say Alexa Bliss is in trouble. But when they made it a fatal 4-way match, it helped her, because she doesn't even have to pin. She can pin the weakest woman in this fatal 4-way match, and of course that's Emma. But Alexa Bliss has been dominant. I mean, she's a great promo worker. She's a great wrestler. The 5 feet of fury. At 5 feet, she can kill it. And, I mean, she's drop dead gorgeous. So, coming from me in this matchup, in this fatal 4-way match for the Raw Women's Championship, of course, I'm going to take Alexa Bliss to retain and defeat Emma, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. And now the next matchup, the first of the 2 double main events we have on this show. Now, of course, it is on one side you have the 16-time world champion, of course, the franchise, the free agent himself, John Cena, wrap your do, poop your pants, versus, of course, his opponent. He is the big dog. Of course, he's the man who defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania, retired him somewhat. Of course, you know, Roman Reigns. Now, this is a WrestleMania match coming early to the WWE Universe, of course. This whole thing started a few weeks ago on Raw, where, of course, Kurt Angle announced that John Cena was coming to Monday Night Raw from SmackDown Live. Of course, he came out and he said, I came to Monday Night Raw to face a certain person. Of course, that person turned out to be Roman Reigns. And, of course, ever since then, the next 4 weeks going into this match turned into a promo battle. On one side you have Roman Reigns, on one side you have John Cena. Now, of course, in round 1 of the promo battle, which was, of course, the contract signing, John Cena destroyed Roman Reigns. If you have not seen that video of the promo battle between John Cena and Roman Reigns in the contract signing on Raw, go watch it. Because it exposed Roman Reigns as a terrible promo, man. Because he was just getting shredded by John Cena in the first round of this promo battle. And then, of course, last week, after John Cena defeated Jason Jordan, of course, Roman Reigns coming out and said, you went 20 minutes with a rookie. Then in the second round of that promo battle, Roman Reigns had some punches, but John Cena won the battle, won round 2 of this battle, 49-48. And then last week on Raw, where, of course, Roman Reigns faced John Cena, the nail was put in the coffin in this promo battle where John Cena killed him. John Cena shredded him, beat him. Of course, he's saying about the whole substance abuse thing that suspended Roman Reigns, said, it's going to be like your substance abuse. You ain't going to pass me. Done. Savage. It was over as soon as he said that. And of course, Roman Reigns buried himself by saying, oh, I've had better matches than you've had in 5 years. Do you think Cena cares about having great matches? He just has matches to push the younger stars or bury them. But Roman Reigns saying that is such an idiotic statement because Cena doesn't care about that. It's meaningless. So Roman Reigns, you want to get better at promos, man, go back to the Performance Center, you buster. You can't even do a great promo other than saying, I'm the big dog and this is my yard. I defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Believe that. That's all he does. He can't talk for shit. He had a few little bars against John Cena, but they were just so weak. And he even fumbled in the first promo between these two, like saying the shuffle or the shovel. Roman Reigns really thought he was going to win this promo. Bitch, you guessing. What are you talking about? You have a guy who's a 15-time world champion who's out-promoted a lot of big-time superstars in the WWE. Roman, you really think you were going to win? No, you were never going to win this promo battle. Now, of course, the dangerous fact here is that Roman Reigns has not won since he beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And that was in April. He hasn't won in 5 months on pay-per-view. So that's a dangerous fact that a lot of people don't know about Roman Reigns. Now, this match is going to consist of this. Let's go Roman. Roman sucks. And because this is going to be a crowd's dream, because everybody every WWE fan hates John Cena, and everybody in the world despises Roman Reigns with a passion. Of course, when it goes with then, now, forever, it's now fuck John Cena and Roman Reigns, because that's how it's always gone with me when it comes to that then, now, forever. It's always going to be fuck John Cena and Roman Reigns, because every fan loves them. A lot of fans hate them. So this is going to be a great matchup. Of course, hopefully my bold prediction is still going to come true that Roman Reigns will win the 2018 Royal Rumble in Philadelphia and main event at WrestleMania 33 and become the brand new Universal Champion and become the new face of the company, because whether we like it or not. And I think this is a pass the torch match, because John Cena, the former face, facing against the now current face of the WWE, whether we like it or not. So coming from me in this highly anticipated one-on-one battle, of course, Cena won at SummerSlam. So coming from me, I'm going to take Roman Reigns to beat John Cena. I think the promo battles, he knew he was going to lose, but when it comes to the in-ring thing, Roman Reigns will find a way to win. So coming from me in this highly anticipated one-on-one match, I am taking Roman Reigns to defeat John Cena. And now the main event for the Raw Universal Championship, featuring two men, two monsters looking to become the Universal Champion. Of course, on one side, you have the number one contender for the Universal Championship. He is, of course, the monster among men, looking to become the champion among men. Of course, if you know, it's Strowman! Versus, of course, the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Now, this whole thing started at SummerSlam in the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title, where, of course, Braun Strowman made an impact for sure on the Universal Champion, where he, of course, power slammed Brock Lesnar through 2 announcers' tables and then flipped the 3rd announcer table on Brock Lesnar. Nobody's ever manhandled Brock Lesnar like that. And of course, he was put on a stretcher. no person has ever done that to Brock Lesnar. So, of course, later in that match, Brock Lesnar came back and retained his Universal title by pinning Roman Reigns. Wink, wink, there's your main event for WrestleMania. Then the night after WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar came out, calling out Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman came out and just manhandled him. Took him down with the power slam and, of course, held up the title and the crowd went crazy. And then, of course, more weeks, the weeks going into No Mercy, Brock Lesnar comes out, calls out Braun Strowman again, and then Brock takes him to Suplex City with one German suplex. And the craziest thing happened, but when it comes to Braun Strowman, it's not crazy. It's holy shit. He takes a German suplex from Brock Lesnar, and then he just stands up, not selling it, and Brock Lesnar's face was the best reaction I've ever seen Brock Lesnar see after somebody takes a German suplex. There is a gif on Twitter. It's amazing that Brock Lesnar was so shocked that Braun took one German suplex and stood up like it was nothing. Then, of course, he choke slammed Brock Lesnar and, of course, power slammed him once again, putting his foot on Brock Lesnar's chest and raising the belt. So this is going to be a fantastic main event for sure. Starting off first with Braun Strowman, of course, he is the best thing that's happening on Monday Night Raw, and he's the best booked WWE superstar on Raw in a long time. I mean, they have pushed him to the moon, and they are keeping him there at the moon, which is fantastic. Of course, this is a big opportunity for Braun Strowman. He's manhandled Brock Lesnar like nobody's ever done before. He's put the beast down, and he's survived one German suplex. So Braun Strowman is in some rare company. Of course, he's been doing all these holy shit moments that it's just amazing. If you've seen some of his matches with the Big Show, destroying the ring, winning the steel cage match, nipping up against the Big Show, which was holy shit for that man of that size. So again, Braun Strowman's in a huge opportunity here. And then on the other side here, Brock Lesnar, of course, he is defending his Universal title for the second time since he's won it. And he's coming in as the huge underdog. Coming from me, this is the toughest test for Brock Lesnar since he's been the Universal Champion. I thought the Fatal 4-Way match was tough. This one's the toughest because he's getting manhandled by Braun Strowman every week he's been on Raw. It's like, I mean, it's insane that he's doing this, but the one thing he does have, and this is the dangerous fact, Brock Lesnar is 2-0 at No Mercy. Of course, if you remember his Hell in a Cell match against The Undertaker when he was the WWE Champion, and of course the Biker Chain match in 2003, he beat The Undertaker. So he's beaten Taker twice at this pay-per-view, and he was the champion. So he's coming in with a somewhat of an undefeated streak at No Mercy. But again, coming from me, Brock Lesnar is in deep trouble. He is in deep trouble. I know it's going to take more than one German suplex. It's going to take, 50 German suplexes and 50 trips to Suplex City just to keep the Monster Among Men down. So, coming from me in this slobber knocker main event for sure. Oh, man, this one's tough. Oh, man. And I like Braun and I like Brock Lesnar. I know a lot of people don't like Brock Lesnar being the Universal Champion because of he doesn't defend it every pay-per-view. He defends it every other pay-per-view. So, this one's tough. So, coming from me in this matchup, as much as I want Braun Strowman to win, I got to go with Brock Lesnar to retain the title. I need him to be the champion going into WrestleMania, so my bold prediction can come true. This is just my bold prediction pick. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking Brock Lesnar to defeat Braun Strowman and retain his Universal Championship. And those are my No Mercy 2017 predictions. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy my predictions today. Of course, comment below who do you have winning these matches. Who do you have between John Cena and Roman Reigns? And who do you have between Braun and Brock Lesnar? I would love to see your guys' opinion on these two double main events. Let me definitely comment below. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment and, of course, reply right back to you because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, of course, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching. And, of course, before you go, you can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share it with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. And, of course, you can never forget to do this as well. that subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you later today for my Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor 2017 predictions. Later days, and peace.